it's Andrew Downs. I'm proud to support Three Beards Media, and I would love to work with you. If you need merchandise for your company, organization, band, softball team, whatever, I can help. From name brand apparel to promotional items, large orders or small, online stores, and more, I can help your brand stand out. AKC Marketing is local, based in Johnston, and we are an employee-owned business, so our costs are low and our turnaround times are fast. But most importantly, we give you personal service to make sure you get exactly what you're looking for. Email me at andrew@akcmarketing.com or find me on social media and let's make some cool stuff together. Now sit back and enjoy this Three Beards Media podcast.
What up?
I like the funk.
Yeah.
You like the funk in our intro music?
They bring the funk.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It reminds me. Well, you wouldn't. It reminds me of like the background music, like on the menu on NBA 2K or something.
See, I have no idea what you're talking. As we've learned earlier, I have no idea how any of those video things that you do work.
Yes, as promised.
Yes,
as promised. Everyone.
Oh God.
We did.
Oh my God.
I Willie watched the VR porn.
Oh my God.
I videotaped it.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was an amazing experience.
It's frightening.
We will share that video.
It's like watching the Holocaust or something.
Later, really, it was that.
It was just. It was. I mean, I had no idea what was going on, and it finally went on. I had no idea what I was doing, and yeah, it was crazy.
Did it feel like you were losing your virginity all over again? I just had no clue.
It was the same fear, not knowing. I didn't know if I'm facing the right way. It's like being in a car wreck.
I didn't know I was facing the right way.
I had no idea what was going on. It one and done for me. I'll tell you that right now. Although I can understand, like, anytime I see a lonely guy now, and you think, oh, that poor guy sitting home alone, I'm thinking, as long as he's got one of those games, he's fine. Leave him alone. $500, yeah, he'd be fine. He'd be all right. Yeah.
I mean, you can see how, like, if you just had like a fleshlight.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's nuts. It is absolutely nuts.
I mean,
I know there are probably clubs that you don't even know about. There's probably groups that get together on some social media kind of deal that all do this together, like have some kind of weird virtual reality gangbang thing.
There's VR chat. There's like, if you on that, like, I have such an old version of it.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I haven't even charged it up. Like,
yeah, I know yours was older because the woman looked like Eleanor Roosevelt. So that seemed to be a problem.
And Willie was banging Eleanor Roosevelt.
She said, "Stop! I can hear a wheelchair," and we had to stop. So
here's the other thing: when you like what you watched today, cost absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Could you imagine being a guy that needs more?
What do you mean needs more?
Like, they have subscriptions. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Access to way more.
Then those fellas should be locked up, or hopefully are locked up.
Could you imagine paying $20-$30 a month for like full access to that?
No,
when you
not
can
at all.
just have that.
I know, that's all you need. Exactly. Yeah,
you can rewind it if you want.
Yeah, that was just. I haven't been to confession in quite a few years.
Are you gonna go to confession?
Well, I'm
now?
thinking if I did go, I don't know how I'd even bring it up. Forgive me, Father, for I've sinned. What'd you do? Well, I watched a video, and videos are you don't seem to understand. I was in the video, and
have you ever? When's the last time you went to confession?
Oh God, I'm 30 years ago. 40
really,
years
that
ago.
long?
Oh, it's been a long time. Yeah.
Why? Why'd you go then?
I don't even know.
Was it a regular thing?
No, I mean, I probably was regular doing confessions up until like right out of high school, maybe in my 20s, and I think I stopped after that.
Do you remember any of them?
Yeah, I for the most part, I glossed over everything. You know, I cussed. I don't think I ever brought up sex ever.
Really? Never?
Yeah, no, never did.
No. Do you think the preacher's over there rubbing one out, waiting for you to bring it up?
Yeah, I don't want to get into that, but no, I don't know. I mean, yeah, like I said, when I quit going to confession because it was like I'm not really telling this guy exactly, what I'm doing.
What's the point? Because I'm not being honest.
I'm not being honest with him anyway. Yeah, and also honestly, as I've gotten older in life, I really don't think I need to talk to him to talk to somebody else.
So, do you think
he's like the door guy at a club that you look at him going, you know what? I bet you don't even know the guy that owns the club. So why am I bothering with you? Yeah.
So do you think that God is okay with everything?
I would hope so. Like, I mean,
do you just confess to God on your
own?
Oh,
yeah, exactly. I do that, and I honestly think that I think God's major worries. I think he goes by the golden rule. I think whatever religion that you're in, or if you're not, basically it's treat people the way you want to be treated. That's that's the bottom line. That's it for everything. So if you're a good person and you treat people good, I think you're going to be all right.
Okay, so yeah, that girl that you were virtually railing earlier.
Yeah.
Do you think you were treating her the way that you want to be treated?
You know what?
You just want to get fucking railed like that?
That was insane. First of all, yeah, and then I found myself looking at other things other than what we were doing. I was checking out my arms. Like, oh, I got a tattoo on my elbow. Yeah.
You did say.
I'm thinking maybe I should work out a little more. My chest needs more definition.
But I do. I'm curious though. So, what do you feel like you have to confess when you're like at this point in your life? When you're confessing things to God, right? When I'm alone and I'm just talking. Just you know what? I think the worst thing that anybody is at this point is just not treating people kindly. Just being jealous or trying to backstab somebody or what or wishing ill will on somebody. I mean that's to me, and that's my thing with God is basically I'm trying to be a good person, but fuck, I hate this guy or I hate that girl, right? You know what I mean? Yeah.
I just got to get the hate out of yourself. That's it. I think with me and God, it's a matter of please don't make me have hate in my heart. I don't want to have hate.
Do you think that helps? Like stuff that annoys you, like about comedy or
yeah. Oh no, I'm without a doubt. I mean, right. As I've gotten older, it's like with me, everything's a step back now. Everything is, no matter what I think or I feel, I always got to find myself taking a step back and saying, okay, just don't be like that. Don't be,
Do you think that nowadays you would call me and be like, hey, these fucking guys are talking shit?
Exactly. No. Although that was that for me, in a very sick sense, that was pleasure for me because I never had to get involved. You were always the hitman for me because I found guys are doing something stupid.
That's kind of what our thing is.
Yeah.
It's a weird.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like the guy that can't be made.
Yeah, get you. You're Luca Brasi. You're the guy that you were the one. You're the one that makes.
Take care of that. Yeah. Like when other comics are annoying you, I'm the one that snaps.
Exactly.
So everybody thinks I'm a fucking prick.
Yeah,
and you're just this great.
That's it. I'm Golden Boy. That's it.
We're gonna name our fucking theater after Willie because he's so great to everybody. But getting raked over the cold. I'm Bill Blanket, fucking gatekeeping motherfucker, you fucking asshole. I think there's people that literally think that the Funny Bone didn't give them work because of me.
Oh, I can imagine. I can remember being. I would read one of these things and I'd be on the road and I would say, "Oh, I think where's Bill? Oh, Billy's up in Montana or something." Then I would wait and I say, "Okay, it's 10:30. It's 11. No,
show's over. He's had some pops.
Yeah, let's give him a call. See if he's been. Yeah,
you fucking egg me on." And I you know what though, like I use it as an excuse. I mean, it's not like I didn't say shit that I wanted to say.
The funny thing is after all that crazy stuff that would start, it's just the community, the comedy community in this town has actually turned out to be really
Oh,
I
it's
would
grown.
say
It's
better
grown
than
in
most.
so many good ways, and I would say that I wouldn't even say that from a talent perspective as much as, which I don't mean to say that the talent isn't better. I don't mean that, but I mean it's grown from like emotionally.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, I agree with you.
It seems healthier.
That's exactly the word. That's the right word. It's a healthy existence. I mean, the people. I mean, there might be, but if there is, they're hiding it really well. Because for the most part, everybody seems to be helping everybody along in every endeavor that they do. Every time I went after I had a gig on Saturday night, and I ended up going out to Valet to watch No Sleep, and
really
tore it
cool,
up.
Right?
Oh, I mean, to watch it, you would say, well, these are a bunch of amateurs, and the guys putting it on just barely got in it. I mean, you watch them, it was like this is a very professional thing, and the comics, they were all good. They were all dynamite. I mean, it really was. It was a.
How many were there? 6?
Yeah, it was Sam and Zach and Darius. Toll McGrain emceed it. Alex Carter, and I'm trying to think.
Everybody just crushed.
Yeah, I mean, they really did. I mean, they did a good job, and it was a nice atmosphere afterward. Everybody went out, and it was cool.
Yeah, they really it's grown into a scene that respects the art form, and that's what I really like.
Yeah,
and I feel like it took a while.
Yeah, like anything else.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm trying to think of when I started. What's always been weird for me is so many of the guys that are around, like that are my age, like started way after me.
Well, I mean, when you think about Billy, when you started, there was like
nothing.
There was like 3 or 4 of us out there.
Yeah,
I mean that was it. I mean,
I had to do what these guys did. I had to create my own stage time too.
Exactly.
I had to fucking run stupid open mics.
Well, I mean, when one thing you did was you made that big deal that we the first time we worked together at Seven Flags. Yeah. I mean that was a nice affair.
Yeah, I mean I remember it. That was like my inspiration for. Well, like now you look at a lot of the big music festivals that have a comedy tent now.
Yeah,
like that's what I always wanted to do. Yeah, was a comedy and music thing.
Yeah, and
I remember I had that local radio show for a little bit.
How many years ago was that? Was that 25?
Oh man, pretty close.
Wow, that's wild.
I mean, it was 9/11. It was post 9/11, like really shortly after.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So, at least 24 years.
23 years ago.
Wow. Crazy.
I mean, because that's the thing. I mean, I've been doing comedy 25 years, which is my entire adult life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's weird I see guys that are like around my age that are really hungry. It's like, man,
it's a whole different. It's a whole different scene, though. I mean, it's weird.
I miss being hungry.
Yeah. Oh well, I miss being hungry and miss being. The one thing I get jealous of is I don't have the butterflies anymore.
Yeah.
Can you remember when you were going to do a show that night and during that day you're just walking around, going through your bits in your head and getting excited about, oh, I hope this lands this way.
I feel like that only lasted like 2 years.
Yeah, no, not very long. No, it doesn't last. Once you become a regular comic and then you're working every week, you don't have time to think about, oh my God.
Well, I think that's what happened to me. In some ways it's good, in some ways it's unfortunate or whatever. Is I had to try to make money right away.
Yeah,
like if I really quickly, I couldn't afford to do free shit.
Right. Yeah.
I couldn't pay, like festivals, you gotta fucking pay and submit and shit like that. Which I always found a lot of those festivals would just be scams anyway.
Oh God, back in the day when they used to make you send it, you would send it a VHS tape with $25, and all they did was tape like fucking Hooligans Arrows over. So.
Well, most of them are, I feel like a money grab for whoever's putting them on because. You get all the money from people.
Don't you think it was easier for you than? I mean, like nowadays. I mean, there's so many people that are out there trying to do stand up. I mean, back when you did it, when you first started, you could get on the road. You can get an agent. You can get on the road, and you could get booked. I mean, you can work a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now, I mean, even though there's still a lot of stages out there and a lot of other stuff, there's just there can't be enough for everybody. You know what I mean?
I feel like there's less work now.
Without a doubt.
For the jobber.
Yeah.
Like, I look at my career like, I mean, I'm a career opener.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where the crossroads is for me now. Is I'm almost aging out of that.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Well, I mean,
you know, openers are up and comers.
Yeah.
How fucking long can you be up and coming?
Our whole thing was, I mean, you could make a good living at clubs and get yourself to another level in the clubs. You can't do that now.
Post COVID, that's over because the clubs are only doing a couple shows a week.
Mean, you were part of the Tuesday through Sunday nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't afford to be an opener.
No.
Like you know, it used to be you go to the Funny Bones and Improvs, and it was 6 shows, 7 shows.
Yeah.
And you're getting paid, you know, $100 a show, but that's a $700 week.
Yeah.
And then you sell T-shirts and you make another $1,000 on your T-shirts. It's a $1,700 week.
Yeah. And you could do it every week.
Do that. Yeah. Or twice a month.
Yeah.
And that's a decent living.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're clearing that.
Well, here's the weird thing is I look back to like 35 years ago, and I remember doing one-nighters for a couple $100 for a one-nighter. And this was like 30. And if you would have told me at the time, pulled me aside and said, what do you think a one-nighter will pay 30 years from now? I said, well, if it's $200 now, probably, I don't know, 5.
Yeah.
But, and it's still $200. And the thing is,
maybe
comedy clubs should have been,
if you're lucky.
Should have been the same as movie theaters. And what I mean by that is 30 years ago, you could go to a movie for $7. Now it's $20. So how come movie theaters, we both sell entertainment. How come movie theaters kept going up where comedy clubs, and I think part of the problem was comedy clubs, they start giving away shit. They got to the point where they start papering.
They've stopped that.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
Like
but
they can't afford to.
They let the horse, you know what? The horses are out of the barn though at this point.
Yeah. Well, but that's what I mean though. Like everybody's a special engagement.
Yeah.
Like they're not,
gotta be.
They might run a 2-for-1.
Yeah.
Something. But to your point though, you know, in some ways, the clubs, it depends on who you are.
Yeah.
They'll sell tickets for $15. If I were headlining, they'd probably sell for $10 or $15.
Yeah.
Like in another city when it's just Friday night.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
And the club, based on reputation, will make whatever money. But I'm not seeing the ticket sales.
Yeah.
I'm there for
exactly
$1,200 for the week.
Yeah, you're there for whatever they told you you're there
exactly.
for. Yeah, exactly.
So you know, it's a little different with the movies.
I think we got to just create something new. I say
you
go in there and you put the goggles on. All right. And
during COVID, they were doing VR stand up.
But not only that, what I'm saying is you intermingle them. You got the goggles on and you're watching the thing, and all of a sudden, while you're watching, here comes that girl out of the corner. She's waitress, also / prostitute. So you know what I mean? You get to watch the stand up, get a drink, and get whatever else you need.
Fleshlight.
There you go.
I mean, you can see how.
Think outside the box, or in the box.
You know, that's one of the things that annoys me right now. Like all your reels coming up, all the videos are just motherfuckers just watching people, like these reaction videos.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like people literally sit there and just describe what they're watching, and badly.
You know what's weird is you look at these people that are on fire now, and you try to go back and say what exactly did they did that made them, and there's no rhyme or reason to half the shit. How somebody gets hot.
It makes zero sense.
I know.
But now we just sound like fuck.
We're bitter.
Yeah. Well, and that's not.
No, we're not bitter at all. I'm not.
It's no. Now we sound like old man yelling at cloud. Like
that's me.
I don't understand.
Yeah, that's right. Where's that girl that was in the video? Is she here in the house?
These kids these days, yeah.
Bring her back, Billy. Where is she?
We keep doing this even through your dementia. Once you,
That's right. That'd be good.
you
know what? I mean, you could do. I mean, those were real people. There was real people in the.
It was a porn. It was just a porn with a GoPro.
But I mean, I'm thinking at this point, I mean, I'm sure there's people that could do that where they could make like the girl could have came out and been like Jane Fonda when she was Barbarella or something, or Cher or whatever.
Maybe that's what you pay for.
Yeah. Who knows?
I have a feeling that what you pay for is just that whole video, you know.
I want to know, there's got to be people that are watching this now that know how that all works and what exactly goes down and all that.
As far as how they make it?
Yeah, well, no, yeah, as far as, like how far can you go with that kind of stuff? Are there the VR to where there's actual like people touching? That look, well, not touching, but I mean, that look like celebrities, like.
Well, it would just be it'd be the porn that, like, like the VR has to be filmed in a specific way. Like there has to be specific cameras and stuff because you have to be able to look around the room.
I mean, I want where you go in there,
like, you know, when you move your eyes up and down.
I want to have a cowboy hat on, walk into a bar, and then a young Dolly Parton comes out. That's what I want to see.
So basically, there's, I mean, if you searched like YouPorn, and you typed in a celebrity, there's probably a lookalike.
Okay.
Porn.
Probably, Bill. Like you don't know for a fact.
Well, no, I'm what I mean by probably is almost anybody.
Yeah.
What I mean. Like, yes, I know for a fact that lookalikes will come up, but it may be not for everybody.
Okay.
Like if you typed in Juliette Lewis, there may not be a Juliette Lewis lookalike porn.
That was very specific.
There's two.
Okay.
There's two. There's two chicks that I have always been strangely attracted to. Juliette Lewis.
That's very odd. That's very. She looks like a North Sider of some sort.
Sandra Bernhardt.
Holy Jesus, my God! Really?
Yeah.
She's a lesbian too.
Yeah. Growing up.
Yeah.
Sandra Bernhardt I thought she was so sexy.
So like her in King of Comedy when she's got Jerry Lewis all tied up.
I'm trying to think of something that. Well, she was on Roseanne.
She was on Roseanne, yeah, and you liked her then.
Well, and I remember watching her do stand up too.
Okay.
I think she had a stand up special on HBO or something.
Yeah, she was on fire for a minute there. Yeah.
And I just thought.
Oh, look there. There's Juliette right there. Yeah. You odd fucker.
Juliette. Yeah. I have. So,
what was she? Was she in who's the movie where she was with Woody Harrelson?
Yeah, Natural Born Killers.
There you go.
That's
a perfect girl for you.
The guy's like, what do you? So what do you think about when you're killing people and blah blah blah? And she's like, I think about fucking. Yeah. I'm like,
oh boy, there you go. Billy sitting at home naked with a jar of Vaseline and a North Polar Bear stocking cap.
Even worse. Juliette Lewis was in this movie called The Other Sister. Have you seen it?
No, I have not.
Well, she plays a differently abled person.
Oh, differently abled.
Yes.
What does that mean?
The mentally handicapped.
Okay.
Girl.
All right.
And
this turns you on. Okay.
There's a scene.
Learning a little bit too much about you here, Billy.
There's a scene where I think she's gonna go to a dance. Like, I think she's in high school. And there's a dance, and she's gonna, and she goes to the mall to get a free. She saw like a free makeover thing or something, right? Or I don't remember, demonstration, whatever. And she sits down, and the deal is they only make up half of your face.
Okay.
You got to pay for the
other half. So
yeah.
just half. Okay.
So she's just like, they get fit and they won't do the rest. She doesn't have any money.
Oh no!
And so she's walking through the mall like hiding halfway behind poles and stuff.
And this is when you got half a fatty, huh, Billy? This is when you went, yeah, okay.
She was like when the lady was, she's like, it's not foul. It's not foul.
Billy's looking, going, ooh, hot Juliet on the north side, on the other side of the tracks.
Camera 1, camera 2.
You ever see those videos where they used to have the people, the impressionists that would do both people, boy and girl, and they would do one side, then they turn around and they were girl.
Yeah. Oh, do you think? Oh, so am I like Jimmy Norton? Okay, so then yeah, and Sandra Bernhard.
Yeah,
Sandra Bernhard always before this is.
Yeah,
I didn't know she was a lesbian when I was a kid.
God. And it was just right there in front of you. I mean, just take a look.
Yeah,
at
but
her.
I was like, you know,
I
was an adolescent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is in 1988. I was 10.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So, you know, this is the early 90s.
Yeah.
You know, like my hormones are starting to.
Yeah.
She just struck me as someone that would just tear you the fuck apart.
Well, you know what? I think it's the same with like her stand-up. The confidence that she showed on stage and everything else.
She was abrasive.
Yeah, that's attractive to some people.
Confidence is attractive.
Yes, it is.
A confident woman attracts me for sure. Like
she had them fucked up teeth though. She had the big.
See, I like confidence yet achievable. That's the deal. You know, that's.
Somebody that you could maybe see at over Mr. Bibbs over on 6th Avenue.
Cigarette. On lunch break. That's where all the kids went to smoke cigarettes when I was in high school.
Really?
Yeah, they all went to Mr. Bibbs.
Mr. Bibbs.
Smoke cigarettes lunch. School grounds.
So
non-school grounds.
Now, did you ever have a girlfriend in high school?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you did? Wait a minute. Yeah, I think I met her once. Didn't I? Or didn't you date a girl for no, your ex-wife was in your high school when you were there. Yeah.
Her and my girlfriend now was also.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Same age.
Wow.
Yeah, they were both 2 years behind me.
Yeah. Hmm.
I got something going for me for these girls that were sophomores when I was a senior.
Well, I met my wife when you're goofy. I went to school with her sister. Me and Julie and Mike Haggerty, we all went to school together. And I remember going to a party at Julie's house where her parents still live.
Mm-hmm.
And it was our senior year, so I was 18, and Jenny was there. She was 8. So
isn't that crazy?
I don't think I said anything sick, like, oh, I
don't keep my eye on you.
But that's nuts.
20 years from now.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? I mean, that's nuts.
20 years from now, I'm gonna tear you apart.
Well, that's right. That's exactly what it was. 20 years from then.
She was 28 and you were 38.
Yeah, exactly.
First started dating.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, it's weird. You know what? That's why you see these poor people that get in trouble, like a kid that's like a statutory rape because he's 19 and a girl's 17.
Yeah,
it's just not. It's nuts.
I briefly dated when I was 21. I briefly dated a girl that was 17, about to turn 18.
Yeah,
It was
that's no good.
But like I met her. Her parents were cool.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't.
But that happens to people all the time. You always get that kid that's a student teacher at a high school. He's like 21, 22.
Yeah.
And the girl's a senior, and she probably told him she was 18 and she's 17, and that's
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
She broke up with me because I kept trying to hit it. No, she wouldn't let me hit it. Okay. I was like, I didn't think it'll last much longer.
See, I don't need you, bitch. I got Sandra Bernhard. I'm gonna go out to California, meet her at the Comedy Store.
30 years from now, I'm gonna be able to put a thing on my head and fuck whoever I want.
Exactly right. I mean, let me ask you, when was the first time you actually put that on and tried it yourself? When you first bought it? Yeah.
I thought I told you. Didn't we talk about this last week?
I don't know.
Well, no, I had it because for the game.
Yeah. Your football game, that football game's kind of fucked up. All you do is throw passes.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. And the runners, they run weird, like those guys that like do Michael Jackson moonwalk. Only they do the sideways moonwalk thing that they do. You know, like
it's like you're standing on the electric football field.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But and then Super Hot, you saw that Matrix, like that game's cool.
Yeah. I was doing like a Matrix when that girl had her thing in my face. Leaning back. God.
But it I got it for that.
Yeah.
And then a buddy of mine came over one day and saw it.
Yeah, and said,
he goes, "Is that an Oculus?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
He goes, "Have you seen the porn on that?" And I was like, "What?"
Wow. Yeah.
And he told me it was a game changer, and I was like, I was skeptical.
That's like buying a used car and somebody says, open the trunk, there's a chest of gold in there. It's like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Didn't know this came with the car.
Yeah, exactly. I called him and I was like, what's the website? The website is called Wankz. WANKZ.
God.
But it's just you just open up an internet browser is all you're doing. And it's not
you know I have this people get in trouble, then like the police come and find them later, and then like they think that they've washed everything off their computer, and then the police somehow can figure out how to get it. Like they can find out if you're like a child porn or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You wonder with this kind of thing, if they would like to find your, say you did something
porn
wrong,
search history.
Not only that, but they went into your Oculus if they could find.
That's what always cracks me up. Is like somebody will commit a crime or something, and they'll search their house.
Yeah.
And like the news will be reporting about all the porn they found.
Yeah.
Like, well, okay, was it just porn though?
Yeah.
Like, so what?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's always sick.
Like
porn.
all these. No, but I'm saying like they don't just porn.
Yeah, everybody's got porn. Everybody's got. But here's the weird thing: is like like if you look at porn, and I mean, most people would just you delete it. But like they say that even if you delete your porn or you erase or whatever, they can still find it. They always can find it.
Yeah, later. Well, what people will do is get what's called a VPN.
Oh, we've looked into this.
Well, not for this reason.
Yeah,
this is pretty common knowledge. Oh, okay. People get a VPN which hides your IP address.
Uh-huh.
Your IP address is basically your address.
Yeah,
it's your digital address.
Yeah.
So everybody knows what your computer searched from your IP address.
Oh, okay.
So
I did not know
where your internet is coming into.
Is that also for your phone too?
Whatever internet browser you're connected to at the time. So like if you're at a buddy's house connected to their internet.
Yeah.
And I guess I don't know this for a fact, but if you're at a friend's house connected to their internet and you search how to I don't know. Where do you find roofies?
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 weeks later, they find some chick that you drugged. And
my daughter goes to my phone every once in a while just to see what I'm up to because she knows I don't know how to handle my phone. And I can see her just laughing her ass off because I ask my phone, like Google asks questions like, why is my dog staring at me? Does my dog know?
So Claudia just reads the stuff out of context.
Yeah. Does my dog know I love him? I mean,
have you searched that?
Oh yeah, I've searched.
You searched
for my dogs. I search all the stuff about my dogs to see if they know what's going on.
What turned up? What did you find out?
Different answers for different things. What your dog knows.
Give me an example of something you've looked up, something stupid like that, and I want to know what you read.
Let me see. What was the one? Does my dog feel? Does my dog feel bad if it does something bad? And basically, no. Or does my dog know when I'm yelling at him? And it says, well, basically, it just knows by the tone of your voice.
Yeah. If you're upset or
not. But because you could look at your dog and say, You're a good boy. And the dog would think, oh fuck, I'm in trouble. So I mean,
here
but,
comes my dog just came running.
This is my favorite puppy right here, the Brig. Hi, buddy. I wasn't yelling, man. I'm just talking loud to Dad.
Yeah, you better lay down right there. He's gonna knock the camera over.
There you go.
Oh God, he's such a look at him.
Well, it was kind of funny because earlier when he was over here crying, and then you found a ball that he didn't know was down there. And because my dogs do the same shit. My dog will just sit by the couch and scratch. It's weird. He'll just scratch the side of the couch.
Yeah, until you lift it up and get whatever's fucking under it.
And it's way down there, so I know he didn't see it. So it's amazing. Their smell must be out of this world.
Yeah, he just knew it was there.
Yeah. My problem is
he's got 4 other fucking toys he can easily grab.
Exactly.
But he wants that one.
See, my problem is I spend most of my life anymore with my 2 dogs at home. I'm home a lot. And it's just me and Cheeto and Coco. So I mean, that's most of my day spent looking at these 2 dogs, then talking to them. And then so I mean, I need to get out like in the daytime. I want to go out and see some people. I don't. I just hang around with the dogs.
Maybe we should start a PI service. We could be PIs.
Yeah, I would like that. Go.
I don't even think you need a license for that in Iowa.
Yeah. I can do that.
Have people hire you to
go find a little midget girl that's fucking terrorizing her family.
Yeah.
What's that show again?
The Curious Case of Natalia Grace.
Yeah. Billy just showed me the opening show, which and it's 3 seasons now. So yeah.
The 3rd season just came out. I think last week. I binged the whole thing this weekend. Yeah. It's batshit fucking crazy. Yeah. You haven't even scratched the surface.
They thought they were adopting just a little girl. They thought they were adopting a little person child. Though they thought it was a little person, girl, and then come to find out it was a little person, but not a little girl because the dad walked.
The thing is, that's what you've seen so far.
Yeah.
These things are up for debate.
Okay.
It's all debatable. You're gonna find out some other shit. Mm-hmm. That's why it's a curious case.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna go back and forth a lot on it. And
the only curious case I ever saw was Benjamin Button's. So
and equally terrifying.
Would you want to be? I thought about that as I'm going to be on 69.
Would you rather be Benjamin Button or Jack?
Who's Jack?
Remember Robin Williams?
Oh yeah, how'd that end up? I mean,
that was the one where he was like a full-grown adult, but he was 8
his whole life.
Yeah, and then when he graduated from high school, he looked like he was 65.
Yeah. Now I would see the Benjamin Button thing is if you know it's coming. I mean, if you right now, I'm 69. So if it was okay, I'm going to get to 85 or 90, and then I'm going to turn around and go back the other way. Right? Is that how it worked?
I don't know. Did he grow up first and then go backwards?
He started as a baby. He looked like a really old man. And then he got bigger, but then he got younger and younger and younger. So by the time he died, how he died was he just disappeared because he turned into a fetus or something. That's how he ended up.
Oh yeah.
So I would like to do this.
I never watched this movie,
I would like to do the Benjamin Button thing where I would like to start off as a baby and go all the way to 90 and then just go back down the other way again.
So it was kind of like the cycle of you do you grow up.
He went complete opposite.
But then you shrink back down as you get older.
Yeah.
So he was a full on raisin.
Yeah, when he started,
he was born, he was like a raisin.
He looked like an old man when he was born.
Gradually turned back into
and then he got younger and younger. I mean, imagine right now where you're at right now at 40, whatever you are, 46. That next year you'll be 45, and so you would be looking forward to oh my god, when I'm a teenager again. But then it would suck when you get to be about 5 or 6.
I couldn't imagine being 10, and knowing I used to get laid.
Yeah. See, I don't remember the show when he got young, if his memory stayed with him. I think as he got younger, he just got like a young person's mind, so he didn't really know what the fuck was going on. I don't think he retained things from when he was older. I don't know. I have to watch it again.
It's curious. It's curious.
Curious.
So yes, so Natalia Grace was a little person.
Yes.
The family that adopted her is convinced that she's an adult.
Mm-hmm.
And
like in the first episode, the guy said they walked in and she had pubic hair,
right,
as a little kid. And I'm thinking if she was an actual adult, you would think she'd be smart enough to shave that so they wouldn't know that she was an adult.
To which I answered, maybe she couldn't reach it.
Yes, he had because she was a dwarf, so she couldn't.
I mean,
and they also said she never picked up a check. So I mean, that should tell you something.
I don't get that. What is that?
Don't you? Alligator arms. You ever been without somebody out to eat? And they say when they get check. My daughter does it all the time when we go out to eat. My daughter says, "Here, I'll get that," and she takes her arms and goes. She got alligator arms.
I always pretend to look for my wallet. Oh, let's see. Then while I'm doing that, so I got it. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I'll get you next time.
I think my wallet's in the car. The worst is when you end up buying dinner for somebody that you know has way more money than you.
Yeah. That's.
But you just have to grin and bear it. You just have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's always a tough one. It's like, I gotta do it.
You want to just look at him and say, "You got a lot of money. What the fuck? Why are we doing this? Why are we playing this game?
Yeah,
just pick this up." Mm-hmm.
Where we at? How much time we got? What time is it?
It's 8:41.
Okay, so we should probably go ahead and show the video now.
Here we go. So as a
before we go to break, we'll show the video. Then we'll show the video. We'll talk about it, and then we'll go to break. Chris, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yep. Are you ready?
Chris, watch this. You know what? I gotta
set it up a little bit so anybody came in late.
So well, can we show it and still can we talk over it still? Or do we have to?
Yeah, but I think really you ought to set it up.
Okay.
And just let it play because it's hysterical. And
did you edit it in order?
I did, yes.
Okay, so you got like the first two shorter ones.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I just cut out some of the dead time.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Okay, so when I started filming this, it's Willie's in like the menu place, it's like you're in a living room.
Understand, I've never ever done anything like this, so this was crazy that I was even in a room where I'm amazed. I'm like a little kid in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. I have no idea.
Do you remember the Phil Hartman character sketch on Saturday Night Live, Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer?
Yeah.
That was Willie.
Yeah, I had no.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just a caveman.
So I have no idea. I mean, first of all, just being in a room where I'm not actually in a room, but that was mind-blowing enough to where now Billy set it up to where he brought me in an escort. And
well, we talked about last week on the show.
Yeah.
We talked about VR porn. I don't remember why. I don't remember what brought it up. But
do we ever need a reason?
No. And so we decided last week, well, I haven't gotten this thing. I've got the oldest version of it. Like the one I have is called an Oculus Quest, and now there's like a whole new, they're called Meta Quest now. It's a whole different.
Oh God.
So I was slightly worried that the software wouldn't update enough and I'd have to buy a new one or something.
That's right.
But anyway,
I think I got chlamydia from her. That's how old this thing is.
Yeah, you got it from my toilet seat. So anyway, I already found like a video. I was perusing through things, and it was funny because right away Willie asked, "Did you do this because it looks like my wife?" And I kind of did.
Yeah, kind
of. Because I know Willie's a good Catholic boy, and I felt like maybe he wouldn't feel like he was cheating.
You're exactly right. I might have walked right out of the room if I knew how to get out of there. But
so,
all right.
But okay. So the reason I picked this video is because there's a moment. Because I'm like looking at him real quick and fast. I was doing this right before you came over, trying to find a good one. And I'm fast forwarding, and all of a sudden I get to the spot where she is up in your face. Like her whole fucking clit is like right here.
Right.
Like
it was.
And so when I saw, I go, well, this will be perfect. This is perfect because it just comes out of nowhere.
Jesus out of me. My God, I did the Matrix thing. I went back. I did. I was back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll it, Chris. We'll just.
That's what I'm doing when you see that.
Oh yeah.
This is nuts. This is
crazy.
Willie's
No, this isn't in order.
She's got the angel wings on.
Hold it. Sorry.
There you go.
The menu screen. All right, now look down.
I'm looking down.
Hit that off to the right where it says apps. Just the squares, all the way to the right, all the way. Yep, click on that. Now hit the trigger.
Trying to show Grandpa how to take a
Okay,
picture
now go to
of the
browser.
iPhone
See the one that
right
says
here.
browser?
Right here, yeah.
Okay, click on that. I've already got one queued up. There you go.
Oh, hey, it looks like my wife. What is this kind of weird thing?
Okay, now go down. Hit that knob with your thumb to go down a little bit. Right here.
Put your foot on the lady's thumb.
Here,
Rub the head of your dick.
I gotta move your hand for you.
This makes it even more fun.
Yeah. It's like I'm jerking you off. Hit that arrow up there. See the back button?
Yeah.
There. Hit that.
Okay.
Okay. Now.
Yeah.
Right there.
Helping Grandpa get
Look,
porn.
I got my hand. It's like I got my hand on your dick. It's like here, put it over here.
Okay, hit the play. Hit play. See the play button? See play in the middle?
Right.
Yep. Hit the trigger on play.
I don't know what a trigger is.
You
Oh
almost
shit!
had
I'm
it.
hitting the wrong button.
It keeps moving.
Just point.
Point. Hit
You
the
tell
trigger.
Bill getting
Yeah.
mad.
Hit the trigger on the play button.
Keeps just moving.
You gotta hit the trigger. Trigger's at the top, up here.
Where? Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Now the whole fucking screen. Okay. Come here.
Because you grabbed it, you gotta let go of that other thing.
Okay, now I know.
Yeah. There. There we go.
Sad.
Here we go.
Holy.
Yeah. Look down.
I choose you. Happy Valentine's Day.
Look, you can see your own dick too.
So excellent.
Look down.
Just I'm looking down like a moron.
Oh, this is weird. Hi. How you doing? Yeah. Okay.
I didn't notice the bow and arrow first.
Cupid.
Did you do this because she looks like my wife?
No. Made you feel less like cheating.
Yeah.
Try not to walk anywhere.
I was waiting for you
you
fucking
can
try
just
to
look
walk over
around.
and
You can
grab
look
her.
around anywhere.
I'm just looking at
See
her.
the whole room. Yeah.
I'm just here to show you how to love. Don't tell me anything.
There you go.
Hey, look at me.
There you go.
And fade to black.
This is. I don't feel like I should be doing this.
Oh yeah.
This is nuts. This is crazy.
Look at Willie's letting her have it. She's got the angel wings
insane.
on. Look down. Look down.
I really don't feel like I should be doing this. Oh my god.
Yeah. Look at.
Oh, fuck, yes.
I'm standing here like a dope. Look at my. Oh, I got a tattoo. I got a hold of it.
Look at you go. Here you go.
That's a little close. That's a little close. That's a little. That's
Right. Look at a matrix in it right now. Look at me.
I wish I could have
just.
My
There you
God.
go.
like,
My God.
he's like,
Oh,
I'm gonna
gee.
throw
You know,
up.
we were talking about
he said he's gonna throw up.
You know what?
I
We
thought
were
he
talking
was
about the
gonna
confession thing.
fall over
How do I
backwards.
explain this?
Yeah.
Forgive
I
me,
thought he was
Father,
going
for
to
I-
fall over backwards.
I was matrixing. I was doing the matrix.
Oh my God.
His
My
fucking
God.
his.
Chris, have you
No,
ever
the
done any of that before?
I've never done that. No.
And so, have you ever seen that stuff before?
That's the first time I've seen it.
Oh, well,
Well, but you mean just VR or
No.
porn?
Yes.
No,
just
VR
VR.
porn.
Yes.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
you've never
VR
done
porn.
any VR? You've never put a VR headset on and done played a game
No.
or anything?
Nope.
Yeah.
You will have to next time you come over, we'll bust it out. It's fucking cool.
It's insane.
Honestly, like you're doing the Pharaohs thing.
Yeah.
There's workout apps,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
they're pretty bad. Like there's a game called Beat Saber, and it's kind of like it's almost like a Dance Dance Revolution type deal, but you have two lightsabers basically, right? One's
Yeah.
red and one's blue, and music plays and these blocks come at you, and you got to slice the blocks like on cue.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to duck under shit, and so like you kind of get a workout, which if you watch enough porn on it,
Then you have a threesome with Jillian Michaels or something. This is because porn's involved in all of
Jillian
it.
Michaels, Sandra Bernhardt,
Sandra Bernhardt, yeah.
and Roseanne.
Oh my God. You just ruined an entire fantasy.
I would
for
bang Roseanne right now.
me. Okay.
Come on, bang me, pal.
I would.
Come on, bang me.
I'd give it to Roseanne.
While she's singing the
She
national
looks
anthem.
better now than
Yeah, she does. She
ever
looks
looked
like she
in her
does.
life.
She does look better than.
She looks the best she's
Yeah,
ever
yeah, I
looked.
know it. Yeah.
I've always
Which is not saying a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I met her a couple times at Tom Arnold. She was an unpleasant woman.
She was unpleasant.
Unpleasant.
Was she?
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah. Mhm.
Well, I mean, she's batshit fucking
Yeah.
crazy. Like you
Right.
see the shit she says on TV.
When she's talking to like what do you call it? Bob Kennedy Jr. When
Oh,
they talk-
I have no.
Oh, you ought
idea.
to see that conversation. They talk about when he like killed the bear
Conspiracy
and
theories
yeah.
and shit.
Well, like he murders like animals and stuff. They were
What?
talking about that. Robert Kennedy Jr. is the guy
Yeah.
that killed the bear and then he left it in the park.
Left it
and-
in,
I don't know
Central
any
Park
of
or
this
something.
stuff.
it's
Yeah.
it's insane. And there's a whole thing, Chris. You can look it up where she's actually having a conversation with him about it, and it's like you're listening to this, going, "This sounds like two people in a mental ward just having a conversation." Yeah.
They are crazy.
No shit.
Okay,
All right.
so I want to hear.
Hmm.
My favorite part of the video
Yeah.
is Willie's face, like Willie just open mouth, his mouth just hanging open. Like
Just it's. I mean,
he's breathing like Eli Manning. Just like
it's just. I mean, it's just. It was weird. I mean, you really are there. I mean, it's like, yeah.
and it's funny. It's a weird way to. It's like it's weird to watch someone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
it becomes a reality. I mean, yeah, it is virtual reality. It looked like, I mean, you really look like you're in the room.
well, and you know how, like when somebody dies,
Yeah.
and you can just tell they're not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a difference between looking at someone sleeping and looking at someone that's dead.
Yeah.
And there you can just tell.
Right.
That's why it's hard to believe there isn't at least some kind of energy, something,
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
soul, whatever.
Exactly.
But anyway, like that's literally what someone looks like while they're on that. Like
Yeah.
if you're watching someone, and until they're moving around and doing shit, but like if you're just sitting there watching it, because like I pulled up a TV show on Amazon for him. So
that's wild.
It looks like you're in a movie theater.
Yeah, I'm watching this. He pulled up this Amazon movie, and I'm watching it. So it's the whole screen. So it's really cool. You're watching and going, "Oh God, look how big this is!" And then I turned my head, and I was in a movie theater.
There were seats next to him and shit.
It was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, and it almost looks like you're dead. Like
yeah. Oh yeah. I was frozen in
open.
time. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
I can't. I have to show this to my wife sometime because she's gonna laugh her ass off.
It's fucking.
What is the matter with you?
I'll send you the actual raw video.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. It was everything.
We may or may not cut that portion and post it to some socials for a little bit of engagement. So,
fucking course, bro.
So, yes, I'm sure we will.
That is one of the funniest fucking things. It was absolutely everything I hoped it would be.
My Lord.
It's so bad.
Oh my God.
So God. When you said
that would be fun to do to
I was
people.
in the middle of watching it, and then you called me, and I was cracking up laughing when you called me already.
It'd be fun to put somebody like that and not tell them exactly what's going on.
Yeah, but you can't because you have to control
the
person that has it on their head is
so they could turn away and then
because
go
I
away.
had to help I had to direct you.
I would just be funny
but it would be great to unsuspecting somehow. But I'm sure you can hack it in a way
I'm
where
sure,
you can take over the controls,
that would be funny,
like on your computer screen or something. But anyway, we should probably take a break, right?
Yeah, let's take a break, and then we'll come back with our two topics of conversation, and go from there. So let's get a word from our sponsors. As usual, we always find the most inopportune time
right after the VR porn.
Right after the VR porn. So
these guys are gonna start calling you and being like, "Hey, we want to sponsor every show but that one."
Nah, I think we're fine. All right, let's get a word from Revelton and Green Beret Realty.
Making great tasting bourbon requires the perfect combination of ingredients, conditions, and time. The longer it rests, the better it tastes. Revelton Distillery's new single barrel bourbon is made from 80% corn, sourced 100% from Iowa farmers. And unlike mass-produced bourbons, each barrel of Revelton's single barrel bourbon is unique, proofed on when it tastes best. As they like to say, it'll be ready when it's ready. And to ensure the highest standards of quality and flavor, owners Rob and Christy Taylor oversee the production and bottling. Every single barrel. Iowa born, Iowa aged, Iowa bottled. Try the new single barrel bourbon from Iowa's own Revelton Distillery. ReveltonDistillery.com.
In 2023, a crack Green Beret named Dan Douglas retired his military command and promptly escaped to a full-time career in real estate. Today, this man is wanted by home buyers and sellers who want to survive the process without spending a fortune. If you have a home to sell or want to buy one, maybe you can hire Dan Douglas at Green Beret Realty. You can find him at greenberetrealty.com. greenberetrealty.com.
We all get the message at once and get over it.
All right.
Gotcha.
Okay, first topic is I found an interesting story that I wanted to read and then get your reaction and if you've ever ran into this before or what you have done. Staff forgot about us, so I did not tip. Wife and I went to a nice place for a celebratory dinner. The bill was over $200. The hostess showed us to our table, then server brought us water, took our drink order. The place was pretty quiet with maybe 8 to 10 other patrons. 15 minutes went by. So I went to go find our server. I didn't see her, but I mentioned to the hostess that we were ready to order if she could find our server. 10 minutes later, I went back up to the front desk and found our server and the hostess both scrolling their phones in silence. I said, "Excuse me, we're ready to order. When you're ready." They both jumped out of their skin, tucked their phones away, and the server came and took our order, and then I proceeded normally after that. Given that we waited 25 minutes to order our food, also didn't get our drinks until after we ordered, and I know what the server was actually doing in the meantime, I decided not to tip. Justified or not?
Personally, me, no. I tip 20. I tip 20% always, even if the service is horrible. And then usually if the service is good, I'll tip more than that. No, they're servers. They're not making any money. Granted, if they're wrong, I mean, I'm sorry, but no, I tip. You always tip. If you're, I don't care if it's bad service. Then don't go out to eat. I'm sorry.
Well, if it's the bill was $200.
Yes.
Are you sure there wasn't gratuity already in there?
Not according to the story.
Well, does the story even mention that? Does the story specifically?
No, but it was him and his wife. I think usually they'll add a gratuity if it's a certain
group,
amount of
larger
people.
group.
Yeah,
Right.
I bet also sometimes if the bill's that big, they will. But yeah, I mean, I'm the same. I might go down to maybe 15 if it sucks.
I mean, I'm 20 is my lowest, but you know, I
feel like 20 is the standard.
Yeah, I mean, but I just don't. I'm sorry, I don't care how bad the service is. I tip. I always tip. It doesn't matter how shitty it is. I tip. If it's great service, I'll tip more. You know,
I think the reason they didn't tip was because the bill was $200.
Yeah, it
I think they were like, I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a.
I mean, if you can afford a $200 meal,
$40 tip.
You can afford a $200 meal, right. And you know, even if they're shitty servers, what are they making? They making $8 an hour or whatever. I mean, come on.
If
that. So I mean, come on.
I've always tipped. I've always tipped as well. Now, my first wife's father. We were out to dinner one time, and the dude literally left like 7 cents on the table.
Jesus.
And his philosophy was, I'd rather leave a shitty tip like that to send them a message than to not leave a tip at all and let them think that I forgot. And I thought, you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean, I've had relationships that whether they became great relationships or just decent relationships have been on the fact that I've watched when people tip or don't tip. I mean, I can't. I mean, no, I'm Italian, as Steve Martin said in My Blue Heaven. We're Italian. We believe in over tipping. I just and
for everything.
Yeah, tip. Yeah. Oh, when my wife made fun of me one day, I tipped somebody at the hospital. I did. It's weird. One of the orderlies came by and they brought some coffee or something. I did the handshake. I gave him $5. My wife said, "What are you doing? You don't tip at the hospital." I said, "I tip."
Only a fucking. But that's the other thing now. Nowadays, only fucking Italian guys above 60 carry cash around.
That's true. That's exactly true. Yeah. Yeah.
Now I find myself always going, "Oh, I'd tip you, but
that's right.
I don't have any."
Okay, so Willie, you always tip. Then my question is these kiosks where people don't really serve you in a restaurant, but they flip the little thing around and say, "Give us a tip." Do you tip there?
Okay, I'll tell you what. I hate that. But I hate it because I will tip. I will still. I mean, you'll go into a place and it's takeout. You know, that all started, I think, because of the whole COVID thing, right? I mean, I think that's when it all. And now, I mean, now I find myself tipping, and not always 20%, but in takeout, I still will go in and pick up my food. I will still tip, maybe not 20, maybe I will do 15%, but I've never not left a gratuity, never, ever.
Yeah, the flippy thing, no.
Yeah, that pisses me off.
I'm not tipping on that.
Yeah,
I'm not going to be humiliated into tipping you.
They you know, some of them they turn around and they say it says 20%, they're 30%, and then it'll have other. So what's basically making you do is it's making you stand there and hit other, and
that you're not.
They're embarrassing you.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't, because I'm like, I'm not going to tip you because you're making me.
I mean, they're forcing you into it.
Yeah, fuck that.
But
I will not be bullied.
I'm bullied. They get it out of me.
Bully me into fucking.
It's still I still feel like if it's a place where they're actually doing, like if I went to Pancheros today, and and they made my food right in front of me and things like that, and I'll tip there, but if I'm going somewhere and they just flip it around and I've just grabbed stuff and went and paid for it, no, I'm not.
I haven't been to McDonald's lately where I've actually. Do they do that in McDonald's too now? Like,
I'm not sure.
I haven't been in there, so
I would tip if as long as their ice cream machine's working. I feel like they should.
The ice cream machine's never working. That's just part of the deal. It just doesn't work. Yeah.
So I just noticed.
Go ahead.
Reverend Ray said Angie Dickerson. Is that
That was when you were talking about
Juliette Lewis and stuff?
Yeah. This is Angie Dickinson and Pam Grier.
Oh, Pam Grier. Fuck yeah.
Oh.
Dude, even older Jackie Brown. Jackie Brown. Oh, yeah. I had a fucking hammer.
Okay. I was trying to remember who that was.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But young Pam Grier's a fucking fox, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Angie Dickerson, though. I don't know that.
You don't remember Angie Dickinson?
Is that one of the ones that Cosby raped?
No. Angie Dickinson was in. Oh God, she was a
police woman.
She still actually looks pretty good. She's like 85 now.
Police woman.
Yeah, she was under it was a television show called Police Woman.
Oh, I have no fucking.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
You know what's right?
I have no idea who
you guys might be too young for this, but like Bob Hope.
I can't really see. Can you
right there?
Can you zoom in somehow?
Yeah.
I need. That was David Bowie.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, it reminds me of like Bob Hope. Remember Bob Hope used to do them specials?
Satellite of Love.
Bob Hope would go, hey, how about that Angie?
I need a fucking close up. I can't see her.
That's not her. That's Pam Grier, isn't it?
You know what? That's not her. Let's see if we can find.
Was she in something else besides Police Woman? I've never.
That's what she's
in a million things. Angie Dickinson was she was like everything for a while.
That's what she was most well known for.
I've never even heard of that.
Let's see. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Nobody's about to complain. And a prostitute has a good week when her pimp doesn't beat her up and gives her enough bread to buy a pair of shoes.
That's Bert Convy, I believe.
What do I do when I get up there?
You make her believe.
What if she...
Right there.
There's Angie.
Wait, okay, hold on a second. I got to get closer. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, was she in Clash of the Titans?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You could do that IBBDBMBD, whatever they call it.
She, around the eyes, she almost looks like...
I mean, she was in like a million movies.
There you go, right here.
Yeah. The woman that played...
And I think
we took our brand new software company, ListKit,
I think she was the woman that played... Is it Andromeda that was Zeus's wife?
Maybe.
Anyway, she's
I
the
forgot
one that
Bert
like
Convy was in this show.
Okay, Angie Dickinson's still alive, Billy. She's 93.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed you guys are like, you don't remember.
She was married to Burt Bacharach one time.
You two fucking
Burt Bacharach.
Awesome.
There's a name I've not heard in a long time.
I used to like when Bob Hope would always do those things. He'd say, Angie Dickinson, she's pretty wild. And you're like, Angie, wow. Say, hey, how about that? How about that Lola Falana? She's pretty wild.
All right.
Lola Falana, wow.
Final discussion. I found an interesting "Am I the asshole?" scenario for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
I am I'm 50-50 on this. So my 34 let's see. My girlfriend and I recently planned a vacation to Europe. For context, we've been dating for 2 years and she has 2 kids. One 8-year-old girl and one 11-month-old boy from her previous marriage. 8-year-old little girl, 11-year-old boy.
Okay.
From her previous marriage. I offered to pay for the entire trip as a surprise since I'm doing well financially. When booking the flights, I got business class tickets for my girlfriend and me while putting the kids in economy. My reasoning was that I'm already spending a lot on this vacation, hotels, activities, and their flights. Plus, they're young, and I figured they wouldn't really appreciate the business class anyway. When my girlfriend found out about the seating arrangement, she completely flipped out. She said I was treating her kids like second-class citizens and that if I was going to separate the family, I shouldn't have offered to pay for the trip at all. She's demanding that I either upgrade the kids or downgrade us to economy. I think I'm being more than generous paying for this entire vacation. It's not like I'm their father. We're not married, and I have no obligation to pay for luxuries for children. The kids will be fine in economy and still get an amazing European vacation. My girlfriend is still furious and says this shows how I really feel about her kids. Some of my friends think I'm being reasonable since I'm paying, while others say I'm being a major asshole for creating this division. Am I the asshole for not wanting to spend the extra money on business class for kids who aren't mine?
No. And it has no, but here's why he is the asshole.
He should fucking kick rocks. Fuck him.
Yeah. Here's why he's the asshole. He's not the asshole for the seating arrangement.
Yeah.
He's not the asshole because of that. He's the asshole because of how he described that whole situation.
Yeah.
Correct.
These kids aren't mine.
Yeah, right.
Fucking this and that.
Exactly.
Like the way he's rationalizing it.
Yeah.
That's what tells her how you really feel.
Yeah.
Right.
Like if you were saying like to me, the seating arrangement itself, to me, that's kind of like having two different hotel rooms.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to sleep in the same bedroom with the kids on this vacation,
yeah, exactly, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You give the kids a room, you have a room,
Yeah.
right? Like the flight, it's kind of similar.
Yeah.
And,
Well, my thing is this, Billy, and you got a son, I got a daughter. You know what? On a plane, especially in this day and age, I'll be damned if I can't look up and see. And they're 8 and 11.
Yes.
So they're going to be someplace where I can't keep fucking eyes on them. And for you to even think that's okay, fuck you. Kick rocks. I mean,
this guy said,
well,
on the off chance that this is real, which I doubt, you are absolutely the asshole. You really thought you could just dump the kids in the back of a plane for hours with zero known supervision and she'd be okay with that? You're an absolute.
And here's the thing. I mean, at this point, it shouldn't even be, even if he said, okay, they can sit up with her, I'd be telling him, you know what? You just showed me your true colors. Get out of here. You're done.
So, yeah. My being a stepdad as well, my first reaction is I never in a million years would say to Stacy, well, they're not my kids. That immediately tells
you can't say that.
You immediately tells you where you rank and how important you are in this relationship.
It's two things here. It's two things. It's either number one, if be honest, if you can't afford 4 first-class tickets, just say that. And guess what? Maybe one of the kids sits with one of the parents and the other kid sits with the other one. If you can't afford 4, but if you can afford it, if you really can, but you still don't think, then that's bullshit.
Well, the other thing I didn't necessarily consider right off the bat is Europe. So it's a really long flight.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
that's part of it too. Like sticking the kids in fucking
with God knows who on a plane, or you. I mean,
that part of it. Where the fuck is anybody going to take them?
I know, but still, though, you don't know.
On the plane.
Now, if you're the guy that it just happens to be plucked into the seat right next to these two kids, and now all of a sudden you're a babysitter for a 7-hour flight to Europe.
Yeah, no,
I'm
that
going
guy's
up
a complete asshole.
And telling that guy what an asshole.
And let me tell you about that guy. I heard he went out to dinner with his wife one night, $200 fucking tip, didn't leave a dime.
But here's the other thing though, is it's also fucked up that he bought all these tickets without talking to him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I would think that would be a discussion. Be like, look, I'm willing to I'll pay for the whole thing because it looks like you're paying for it to control it,
right? Sleeping with the enemy, kind of. Yeah.
And so, like,
right,
he should be saying, "Hey, what about this? It'll be a little cheaper if we do it this way." And I'm sure you could go back and forth.
Yeah. I mean,
you wouldn't. I'm sure they wouldn't hold you to be like, "Look, I got my kids are back here. I'm going to go back and check on them." Yada yada yada.
Well, how about save a bunch of money? You want to have a really good family trip? Save the money on the first class, and you all go sit back on coach and try to enjoy it.
And that's the thing.
The guy thinks that those kids are anchors.
Yeah.
That guy thinks that those kids are a pain in the ass and a nuisance. and not part of the deal.
Well, maybe they are.
Kids.
Maybe they are.
Yeah.
Maybe
Is one of them a little girl that
Maybe they're
seems to be
terrible
a dwarf, but
kids.
in reality,
maybe the 8-year-old's a little cunt. You ever think
Grace.
about that?
Grace. What's her name? What's her name? The girl
I didn't get
that's
her name.
Gracie. What?
Natalia Grace.
Natalia Grace. That little girl might be Natalia Grace for all we know.
Curious case of Natalia Grace.
Exactly.
The 6-year-old who apparently had pubic hair.
That's right.
On the first bath.
What?
Yeah, that's how it starts out.
Yeah. You come over to Billy's house, you see all kinds of weird shit.
They thought
you watch documentaries like that. The next thing you know, you're in a room with a naked Asian woman.
Have we not talked?
You never know what's going to happen in the workshop. You never know.
That I have got to have a next level of entertainment. Like I'm not entertained by the things that normal people are entertained by. I have to have a fucking train wreck. I need things to be batshit fucking crazy, or it's not fun for me.
That's how serial killers start. You know what I mean? They first they fucking kill a frog. They blow a frog up in a coffee can. The next thing you know, you're fucking murdering people in the back of a YMCA. So
it started out with pulling the legs off of lightning bugs.
Exactly. And that's where it goes, buddy.
You know what? Maybe I am a fucking budding serial killer. We used to. Did you ever take the things off of lightning bugs and make a ring, put a ring, like a ring, take the light?
Yeah, I never did that. Other psychopaths did that kind of shit.
Me and my friends used to play lightning bug baseball.
Wow.
We didn't do that on the south side.
How many lightning bugs had to die to do that?
A lot. We'd be out in the front, like, we'd be at the ballpark all night or whatever, and you'd get home and it'd be right at dusk.
Yeah, and they were all over the joint. Yeah.
We just walk around with baseball bats and fucking. Because they light up when you hit them.
Yeah, exactly.
They go flying.
Did you ever kill any other little animals when you were little?
No, I had neighbors. I had neighbors that had BB guns.
Yeah.
And they would kill like just kill birds for no reason. I was like, you fucking.
I can't kill. See, I could never kill. I could kill a human easier than I could kill an animal.
I've always said that too.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Like I don't condemn hunting.
No,
because I'll eat some deer meat and stuff.
Yeah, me too. Like, but I couldn't shoot a deer.
But I can't do it.
No,
I can't shoot.
I couldn't shoot a squirrel. I couldn't shoot anything.
Well,
I could shoot. I could shoot that guy that won't fucking put his kids in first class.
Yeah,
pop him real quick.
I could definitely shoot like the CEO of an insurance company.
There you go.
Okay.
I could walk into the front of a Rube's restaurant and shoot this fucking guy that won't leave a goddamn fucking 20% tip.
20%.
Are you spending $200 at Rube's Steakhouse?
Are you? No, you're really not. If you are, then you've got to put
how much?
Probably 801 grand.
Yeah,
801 Chop House. You would.
Prime and Providence, whatever the fuck it's called. Pride and Prejudice.
You been there yet?
I don't know. Prime and
something Prime and Providence.
Yeah, that's right now.
Have you been there?
No, I'm going. I think in the next couple of weeks. I got somebody gave me a gift certificate for him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a couple $100. I think I can get an appetizer. Excited.
Be sure to leave a tip.
Oh, I will, baby. You watch me.
So you're taking me then?
I'll take you, Billy.
Yeah.
How are you?
Porn lady.
What's her name again? What was her name? Cherish or whatever. What was her name?
Cupid.
Yeah.
Jenny's gonna fucking boot him out the door, and after she watches the video, and then he's gonna take me to Prime and Providence.
That's right. That was his plan all along.
Yeah. I want you to spend this gift certificate on me.
That's right. I'm
black. All right, gentlemen, I'm going to hop out of here and let you guys wrap it up.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Well,
what have we learned today, Billy?
That you look dead when you watch porn.
I'm dead behind the eyes.
Think about how pathetic that would look if you were actually jerking off.
Oh
that
my
fucking
God!
Like, can you see like something? Like, remember last week when we were talking about it, I was talking about how all the cleanup.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're gonna jerk off to it, you gotta stand in the bathtub. Like that. Am I right? Oh God. Oh.
Well, there you go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was one of the fucking greatest.
So what are we doing next week?
I don't know.
We got. I don't know. We're setting the ceiling awful high here.
Oh my god, that was so fucking great.
We might have to do some kind of human sacrifice or something.
Well, you know what we should do? One of these shows, we should have our kids.
Oh yeah.
We should have Claudia and my son, and then I don't know,
we could sit them down and ask them what they've learned from us growing up.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah,
I think my son would have a bunch of nothing to. I swear to God, I think you. It's a well-known, like, you've had influence on Claudia. Like I wonder all the time
about Billy. I can see.
Sometimes I feel like like nothing I've ever said mattered at all.
No, but I can see in Billy. I can see you and Billy. I can see in a weird kind of gay way. I can see I can see a kindness in him that shows through the roughness. You know what I mean? There is a kindness in him, and I can see that, and that's definitely coming from you.
Well, that might be genetic.
Yeah.
But that's nature. I'm talking about nurture. I don't know. I wonder all the time.
He's a competitive fuck.
Yeah,
and that's part of what you're all about too.
He sometimes puts a mirror. Like, we were playing pool one night, and he was just getting pissed, and he's not any good.
Yeah,
and it's like, dude,
and I'm sure you cha-cha'd the shit out of him.
Like, you're not good enough to get pissed off. It's like I say to myself about golf. But then you start to get better, and you start to have expectations.
Right.
But anyway, I'm watching him get pissed off over playing pool, and I'm like, fuck, is that what I look like?
No, I'm sure
probably
exactly,
is. Probably exactly what I look like.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I gotta fucking. And I remember I was like, dude, chill or whatever. And he's like, what? You fucking do it all the time. And I was like, I know. And you're putting a mirror on me right now. And I don't like it.
Exactly. Yeah.
But anyway, I think that would be fun one night.
Sure.
Oh, we've got the thing scheduled February 2nd, the comics.
That'll be fun.
It will be fun.
Maybe we can get the podcast on and do some talking then.
Maybe. I think we might have too many people around, but
well, you give them 5 minutes and then you give them a light.
Like that. I've got some new setup of a 4-mic little lapel system that we could probably set up, and
they talk too much. We give them a light. That's all.
We do fucking kill Tony.
Yeah, basically.
Exactly. But yeah, and have you invited anybody to that?
Not yet. Yeah,
you need to go in there and do that.
Okay, well, it's liable to get out of control.
Well, that's
I
mean, I've invited most people, I think, but
okay.
I know there's comics and stuff that I'm not friends with on Facebook that you probably are, and I tell anybody that's invited can obviously bring another comic that I don't know or whatever. I mean, just
what do? We do a ton of pizzas and stuff.
I don't know. We'll figure that out.
Maybe do a bunch of talk
about that. That's pretty expensive.
That's all right.
Many people.
Okay,
but we'll.
We can't. I can order pizza and make it good. We can't do it with my wife. My wife has what's called white. My wife has Jenny pizza logic. Jenny says, like, let's say you have 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
You would order 3 pizzas.
Mm-hmm.
That's always -1. So I said, so what if we had 85 people? You would order 84 pizzas. It's almost that's her pizza math.
That's too much.
It's all but then she always gives you the same answer. It won't go to waste, and she's right about that. It never goes to waste
because it's pizza.
It's pizza. So.
This is true.
Yeah.
But that should be a fun night.
Yeah. It's the off night from before the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's why I picked it.
Yeah.
No football.
Yeah.
At all.
That's a good one.
So that should work out. And obviously, Chris is invited.
Yeah. It'd be fun.
There's always a couple. But you should probably I invited Ed Wilson and Keith Murphy.
I will. I'll get on here. Well,
those guys.
Okay, I'll invite them too, and then I'll get on Facebook and say.
Yeah, well, you can go. I made you a co-host.
Oh, okay.
So you can click on the event.
I think I did click on the event.
And then you can click on invite.
Yeah.
And your friends list will pop up, and you invite people.
I know there's somehow I'm gonna hit that thing, and all of a sudden that girl's gonna pop up out of it.
He's got PTSD.
You accidentally.
I never expected.
Porn
I didn't expect him to come out of it afraid. That wasn't
Exactly.
at all.
Yeah.
I think what happened.
When I just want to know what popped out that he went like this and like
that's what I did, dude. It's all of a sudden her clit is right in your face, just like boom.
Right,
it's
it
like
was frightening.
It looks like you're. It's basically
It's
like you're eating.
All I
poopy.
could tell you is, do you remember the scene from Alien when she was there and then the alien came right up like that? That's what it was like, just right there, like that,
like
right
full on,
just right here. I'm gonna like this.
Oh god!
Yeah.
I will fucking show you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make Chris watch it.
Make Chris watch it. He'll be at fucking church in Norwalk every day after.
Yeah, he will. He's gonna
make a standing appointment with Father Kirby.
He'll be buying the fucking first MetaQuest he can get his hands on. Be like, his wife will be like,
Casey's already pissed that I'm downstairs playing that college football game. She'll never see me.
Yeah, no, not at all. All right then.
All right,
everybody. We love you.
See you next
week.
week.
We'll see you in a week.
Peace.
Peace.